Oh, offsides.
Going
Free
deep.
play for James.
Oh,
He
my
got
goodness.
it. What a catch.
4.
So they'll decline that then probably so they get the touchdown out of it. It was a
Yep.
free play.
Mm-hmm. Come on. And hopefully we are back live. We are. So James Hoagland with 4 touchdowns on the day as he catches another one. And hopefully this is the final switch of the game internet-wise as we've gone from the Ethernet to my hotspot. Now we're on Jake's hotspot. So hopefully Jake's hotspot proves to be the right choice as we are live here from Hico, Texas. Knights lead 28-7 here in this one. Here's the snap, and the kick is good. So Matthew Sappy adds another one, and so he is now 3 of 4 on the day. And Jake, sometimes you encounter unexpected problems. You test before the game, it works fine, and then mid-game, it does not. The internet does not cooperate. But we've got an abundance of devices here, and we can get it figured out. So hopefully we're good now. As we will attempt to spread the word. Invite you, if you have found the new link, to tell others that we are live once again, albeit still on YouTube, but with some more connection, hopefully. It looks like
there's a flag on the play, and they're moving it back now.
Yeah, it looks like maybe
Re-kick.
a false start or something, but we will re-kick. And now it looks like we've got stoppage, maybe the way they're lined up.
Oh, further back.
Oh, yeah, maybe didn't back it up enough.
It's a pretty significant
Yeah, it's a
penalty.
long PAT now.
10 yard.
Yeah, from the 20 now, so it looks like it's about
Well, he's still gonna
30.
Go for it. I think Matthew's done a
Yeah,
good job of making it from here.
He's got the leg.
And it's through. It looks
Oh,
like it's
nailed it.
Good.
Got it.
Nice.
So he still remains 3 of 4 on the PATs here, as that is another one for Matthew. This one about the equivalent of about a 30-yard field goal there for Matthew, but the kick is good, and that means that the Knights lead is now 30-7, so a 23-point advantage here, and this is the point of the game where leads can get stretched, and the Knights could potentially pull away. 5:24 on the clock. Nice special teams unit getting ready to get out there, rather. And so they will be kicking it off, and be Azle Christian back to receive. Azle Christian going from left to right, and it is the Valor Knights going from right to left. Here in this one, Bear 4 passing touchdowns, James with 4 receiving touchdowns, and Matthew 3 of 4 on kicks as well. So we are buffering still a little bit, but I believe this will be the best we will get. Something about the internet out here, not doing us many favors, but this is the hopefully this is the route we'll stick on throughout the game. It is Jake's hotspot, so hopefully that'll work better for us than either. But we do apologize for buffering or slow that we may have. Yeah, it looks like delay of game maybe. Well, yeah, they still kicked it, as it is. Look like we'll probably just re-kick. Azle Christian fielded it, but there's a flag on the play. And let's see. So we'll back it up now. So Bunner will pick up the tee, and they'll back it up about 5. So I'm going to guess it was a delay of game. The officials looking at the clock down there, the play clock. So I'm going to guess that's what it was. But once again, if you are just joining us, score is 30-7 with 5:24 to go. We have overcome a few technical difficulties. We'll probably still have some buffering throughout, but this is the broadcast we will stick on. Here's a kick deep this time. Grayson Smith fielded it. He's going to return. Dangerous return man for Azle Christian. And he has brought down a good tackle there from the Knights. Looks like Moses Barley on the tackle on special teams. So good tackle for the freshman there. And the Knights defense will look to make a stand here. And they'll look to get the offense the football back. Once again, I want to say thanks for tuning in here in this one throughout our technical issues. Hopefully, we will be at least somewhat good for the rest of the game. But once again, we do apologize for all of that. Ben Brown, Jake McCormick with you live here in Hico, Texas. Here is a play-action fake. Now it's Durham wants to throw, breaks out of one sack, fires it up, and it is caught by Grayson Smith, and he is slung to the ground in the backfield. That'll be a loss of about 2 or 3 there on the play. It was an impressive shot. Did not get picked. Looked like the defender there might have been able to get back that ball across the field and intercept it, but ultimately the pass is complete, but they do lose a yard there, so a productive defense there for the Knights.
So it was a dangerous pass. I think if he would have gone, it would have probably been a bigger loss than it was, but a couple of Valor DBs swarmed that pass, and it was great reception. He was able to stick with it, come down with it, and hold on to it. It's not a terrible loss for the Crusaders.
Yeah. Yep, they are the Crusaders. More commonly, you see the Knights as a team name, but Azle Christian is the Crusaders. Now it looks like we have a timeout here on the field with about 4:27 to go here in this one, as the Knights have a 23-point lead over the Azle Christian Crusaders. Once again, a game earlier in the year, these two teams played each other 98-52. Valor won against Azle Christian here earlier in the season, and looking to do that again. That game was it was a 45-point win for the Knights, but it took a little bit into the third or fourth quarter to do that, and so we'll see if they're able to do it here before halftime. Still 23-point lead, so still need to almost double lead in 4 minutes. Seems unlikely, but this Knights unit can do it. They've been shown to prove themselves before, and we'll see if the defense can get a stop, and then some quick scores here in this first half. Back to play. Here is Durham. He's going to go deep. It is caught. Preston Dixon with the catch as he scoots out of bounds for a first down. So a deep pass there for the Azle Christian and Crusaders. Jackson Durham to his receiver for first down.
Those are good catch. I was well executed play. Those are the kind of plays that are going to keep Azle alive. Is just kind of keep them with the score, keep the score since Valor's got the lead. If they want to hang on to this game and any chance of a comeback, they got to keep that. There's one score away. Keep them from merciful.
Indeed, here's a handoff. This is Smith, or this is not Smith. Gage Anderson gets the carry rather, as he is bumped out of bounds with some positive yards, as he will.
About 10.
Yeah, it's more than I initially thought there, but you give him about 8 yards on 7 yards on play. So we'll say 7-yard gain there for Gage Anderson. Here on first down, brings up second down for the Azle Christian Crusaders here in this one. I want to say thanks for tuning in, as at halftime we may restart the computer too, so we will see if we can do that. Here's a handoff. This is Rollins, and Jake nearly saw a touchdown for Azle Christian, but ultimately short of the goal line, but putting together an impressive drive here.
Looks like he's going to end up about the 4, 3 maybe?
Yeah, inside the 5 for sure. Hard to see which hash they put it on here, but yes, definitely inside of the 5. Here we go. Azle Christian with it. 3:45 to go. Durham takes a snap. Hands it off. This is Anderson. Anderson trying to fall across for the touchdown, but is marked short by the official on the near side. Probably at the 1 yard. Oh, right on the goal line.
Yeah, I thought he was over.
Yeah, right by the goal line here for Azle Christian, as they will attempt to punch it in here with a touchdown. As this clock getting to about 3:10 here before they snap it in the second quarter. 30-7, Valor Knights have the lead. Here's a fumble. Durham just throws out of there. Not a receiver in the area. Valor Knights wanted intentional grounding on the play, as Jack Durham was about to get sacked there, but he just threw it out of there and nearly got flagged for intentional grounding. They will not throw a flag as it is, and we're going to third down and goal from about the 1, if that looks like inside of the 1 even here on this play. Third down. Here's Durham, a man to his right, a man to his left. Now throw at the goal line, dropped, and incomplete. Preston Dixon was the intended receiver. Looked like he had it in his hands and then just kind of scored it out there. And that will mark up fourth down here. Fourth down and goal from about the 1 or inside of the 1 here for Azle Christian. They had some success getting short yards throughout this one, just handing it up the middle. We'll see if they go to that. Tried to pass it there, and the pass ultimately did not work.
Looks like the side booth is battling a wasp right now.
It does. That is the PA booth there, and they've got a live wasp in there. I guess it's their turn to deal with the wasp here in this one. Here's a pitch. This is Smith running, pylon. And he got it. With the extra dive there, the extra effort got him the touchdown. Strong effort there for the touchdown, and that will bump the score up 30-13 now, as we are indeed watching our counterparts in the booth. They have the wasp in there, but I guess these windows don't open, so it's kind of stuck in there until they kill it. We may distribute
one earlier, so
yeah, we may distribute
battling in there.
We have a bottle of wasp spray in here that was in here when I walked in. So yeah, you might here. You want to give that to them?
Yeah, I'll hand it over to them.
Okay, so we will give our counterparts the wasp spray from our booth, and we'll see if they're able to put it to a use here, as the kick falls short for Azle Christian. So the kick is no good, and that will bring up the kickoff here, coming up with 2:57 on the clock. Valor Knights lead 30-13 here in this one. Valor here in the semifinals, trying to advance to their first state championship as a program. They got to the semifinals last year, lost here. It was a game against Wichita Falls. Team lost a lot of seniors this year. Senior-heavy team last year was able to beat them and then win state. That game was in Keene, Texas, but we're here in Hico, Texas today on the campus of Hico High School. Nice football field out here, grass field. They painted for 6-man, and Knights looking to extend their season here. This is a win or go home situation from here on out, and following a couple of impressive playoff wins, both 66-20 scores for the Knights. They're looking to go ahead and win this one as well. Here's kick. Durham squibs it. It is fielded by Duke. Duke takes it on their side and is pushed out of bounds by Preston Dixon with the tackle. And it'll bring up 1st down and 15 here for the Knights coming up on this drive. Once again, I want to say thanks for tuning in throughout the technical issues we have had here in this one, the choppy broadcast. We are sorry about that. At halftime, we will probably restart the computer, so we will probably dip off the air for maybe 10 minutes at halftime. I'll try to get that all figured out, and hopefully when we come back, it'll be better. So if you're listening right now, once we hit halftime, we may not be on the air for all of halftime here in this one. Free runner down the side. It's Duke, and the ball put in stride by Bear, and Duke lunges for the end zone on the tackle there. Grayson Smith brings him down. The extra effort put Duke maybe inside a yard there from the touchdown, but it was a go route for Duke, and Bear saw it, hit him. He was uncovered. I think Grayson Smith got back to make the tackle. Here's 1st down and goal. Here's the pitch is to Duke. Duke running, and he lowers the shoulder and into the end zone. So a touchdown for Duke. They're rushing for the Knights. First touchdown that has not been a passing touchdown from Bear to James. So this is a rushing touchdown for Duke, and the Knights will set to kick the DIT here that is worth 2 points following that touchdown. 36-13 now the score. Knights lead here in the 2nd quarter, 2:19 to go. Matthews set to kick. Here's the snap, and the kick is blocked once again. So another block kick here for the Crusaders. Matthew now 3 of 5 on the day in the kicking department, and they really haven't missed a lot wide this season. His misses have mostly been blocked, and that's where a good team is able to get their hands up at the line and stop the kicks. So Matthew playing a lot this year for Valor. Kicker also kicks off, plays receiver, and has had to step into a starting safety role with Parker Jones out for the latter half of the year. So doing a lot for the Knights, and for the most part doing it really well. See Rhodes, Moses, Cannon, Seth, Connor, and Matthew looks like to go out there on special teams duty here for Valor. Matthew will head out there now with the tee as a official there at the 30 waits for him with football. Knights lead 36-13, 2:19 to go here in the 2nd quarter, as they are looking to keep this lead going, and seems unlikely we'll hit a mercy roll before halftime, but with some frigid temperatures out there, high 50, about 50 and 60 degrees out there on the field, also with some wind blowing. I was down there before the game. It was pretty breezy, pretty chilly as well. And
blew off the
right on cue, the wind knocks the ball off the tee. So just talking about the wind, and it knocks the tee off. So knocks the ball off the tee rather, and we'll have to re-kick here for the Knights.
Paul's very intimidated of Matthew's foot.
Yeah, it did not want to be kicked. Here we go, squib kick as it bounces several times, fielded by Preston Dixon, and he will go to the ground. Grass field here at Hico, Texas. So we've played mostly on turf fields this year, but this one is a grass field, and they've got it painted for 6-man. So a nice field out here for Hico, Texas. Very old. Looks like the foundation and stone around was built in the late 1930s, early 1940s. The scoreboard, over the scoreboard, it says Hico Tiger Stadium. It looks very old there as well. So some historic football play here in Hico. Handoff, Jacob Rollins. Rollins running to the right side, and he is shut down there by a pair of Knights. Looks like Seth Flowers and nonstop. Also Bennett Herman there to make the tackle as well, as we come up here on 2 minutes to go. And now we will have the whistle blown. It's the 2-minute timeout here in the playoffs, so we will take a timeout. And when we come back, take about a 20-second break. When we come back, we'll have the remainder of the first half. 36-13, Knights lead. This is our football. .158 on the clock here in the 2nd quarter, just about the end of the first half here in this semifinal contest between the Valor Knights and the Azle Christian Crusaders. Ben Brown, Jake McCormick with you live here on this afternoon here, the day after Thanksgiving. So the Knights have the lead 36-13 here on this holiday break. Here's Durham, wants to sling it deep, and he overthrows his intended target.
Almost a pick by Duke.
Yeah, Gavin Montez, the intended target there, Duke, right behind him, and the ball kind of fell right in between them, and it is incomplete. So it brings up third down and long, third down and about 17 upcoming here for the Crusaders. Want to apologize for any buffering you might experience here throughout the broadcast, as we have had some technical issues early and often here. Ultimately, some buffering here at halftime. We may start over the broadcast as well. We may restart everything, so we will probably dip off the air for a few minutes. And so the stream will likely end, and then we'll give you time to probably reload the broadcast, and we will see if we're back on. Here, the third down pass is productive for about 8 yards there, but ultimately short of the line to gain. And it brings up fourth down and about 7 as whistles in a timeout. Now looks like Coach Bird going to try and get the football back before halftime, trying to extend this lead. And with a score of 36-13 right now, a 23-point lead for the Knights. Seems unlikely they would be able to get to that mercy rule for halftime, but trying to set his team up well coming out of the break as well.
And I believe they're getting all halftime, so they can convert a score here, get a stop, get that score, and then get another score that can put Azle on a dangerous spot for the rest of the game.
Yep, that would be it'd be hard for him to come back. It was interesting down there in Azle earlier in the year. That was the game that it got moved up a day because of weather, and then we were still delayed about 30 minutes before the start of it, and it was very back and forth. 90-52 ultimately was final. But here on the show, they've seen a little bit less offense here with 1:40 to play in the second quarter. The Knights lead by 23. Here's fourth down. Durham drops back. Now gets some pressure. Fires. It is incomplete. Intended for Gavin Montez, and it falls to the turf. Or the grass, rather. Incomplete there on fourth down. A turnover on downs, and the Valor Knights will get the football back as they lead by 23. So looking to extend this lead to a 30 or more here on this possession. They will get it right shy midfield. So get it at their 39-yard line. They need to go 41 yards for a touchdown. Here's 6 man on the field, 80 yards instead of 100. See Aiden, Connor, Bennett, James, Duke, and Bear out there on the football field. Bear alone in the backfield. Motions in Duke. Action. Bear drops back. One-man pressure. Duke over the middle of the cat. He tries to juke a man and then stepped out of bounds. Across midfield, across the 35-yard line, and into enemy territory at about the 33. So the clock will stop with 1:25 to play here following the pass completion. Rather, out at the 34 is where they will spot the football. And Bear will take another snap. 7 down. Wants to go deep. Now comes back to Duke. Duke makes the catch. Makes the initial defender miss up the sideline before he's sacked up there. Looks like we'll see if he's out of bounds or not. But it's first down plus about 5. So down to the 20. It looks like about the 20-yard line. They will spot it to 19 rather. And the Knights will go hurry up once again. Bennett motions out. Clock running inside of a minute. 10 to go. Screen pass Connor. Gets it up the sideline. Tries to find the gap. And lunges for the byline. And touchdown. They say it is a touchdown for the Valor Knights. So Bear with his 5th passing touchdown of the game. 4 of them have gone to James. Those were very early. And then Duke had a rushing touchdown rather. And now Connor with a receiving touchdown as well. So 4 impact players for the Knights here getting involved as they have scored via the pass and run so far in this one. Also Matthew, so far 3 of 5 on PATs. He's going to get another chance here to try and add to that. Knights get set here to kick it. Snap, hold, and blocked again. Looks like blocking up front. Maybe potentially what's setting some of these guys in here to block the kicks, but the blocking fails to hold up there. And it is now 3 of 6 from Matthew on the day. So far, this might be one of his worst kicking outings of the season. 50% on the night. Normally a lot more consistent for the night, but ultimately Knights hold a big lead, 42-13, as it is a 29-point advantage for Valor here in this semifinal matchup.
And I believe if they convert the next 2 kicks on the touchdowns, they're 2 scores away from mercy, right?
Yep, let's see, 8-16. Yep, they need 2 more scores. So, not impossible before halftime, but it seems very, very unlikely. We will put it that way here in this one. We'll see if they onside it, try to recover it that way. And then defense getting a stop. Coach Bird's got 2 timeouts ready to use as well with a minute to go in the half. Matthew raises the right hand and squibs it on the ground, rolls over, and where it's fielded by Gage Anderson. He's going to take off, and he's got about 1 man to beat, but Seth Flowers is able to take him out of bounds at the 30-yard line, and Knights make the tackle. And so Azle Christian now good field position here going. They only need 30 yards for touchdown, but ultimately we'll see if the Valor Knights are able to stop them, and Steve has been good so far today. They only allowed 2 scores. Hopefully they can get another stop. They will mark it at the 29-yard line, so first down and 15 for Azle Christian, wearing black helmet with a white jersey and white pants. Knights wearing white helmets with the blue jerseys and white pants. Here's the snap. Durham takes it. Nearly sacked by Seth. Gets out of it. Fires. And over the head of Grayson Smith. The pass is incomplete. Would have taken a pretty impressive one-handed effort to haul that one in for Grayson Smith, but he was unable to do so. And it brings up down 15 here as we approach halftime. I want to say thanks for tuning in. I do apologize for any buffering that may happen here throughout broadcast. The internet has not been kind to us on our third source. So at halftime, we will restart everything, and so we'll probably dip off the air for a few minutes, and I'll give you time to try and reconnect. Here's a deep throw over the middle. Trying to pick it, and he knocks it to the ground. They're nearly picked up. Intended for breast sticks and the tight end downfield. As near the one-hand grab, but Bennett able to break up the pass, and it brings up 3rd down and 15, following 2 incomplete passes for the Crusaders here in this second quarter. 41 seconds to go. 42-13, the Valor lead as we play on here in the first half. Chilly conditions out there. A breezy wind, about 60 degrees out there with a 15-mile-an-hour gust. As well as Grayson set up the middle on the handoff. He's going to cut back across the field, and he's got 15, good enough for the first down. And you can see the Knights defense backed off. They're not expecting a run, but they give it to Grayson Smith, and ultimately it is indeed a run.
They got to bounce to a clock and stop. They got 30 seconds, 10 yards to go. Or no, 15 yards to go.
Yeah.
Well, they're marking him short.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's good. They will mark him a yard short. So he did not get the first down. Out of bounds, so top of the clock. Yeah, Grayson Smith lined out on the side, but to give this to Rollins. Rollins gets out of yard and then goes out of bounds. So not by much, but they do convert here. As Azle Christian looking to score here to end the first half. Valor Knights offensive unit looking to get us up here in this one. Knights defense has been good so far. They've only up 13 points here in this one. As we look next door, looks like the Wasps is still hanging out on the window. I think the Wasps this year haven't been as much of trying to hurt people, but just hanging out watching football. Here's a pass outside to Rollins. He's got about 10 there for and open up second down. Actually, they will give him about 8 there on the play rather. So second down and about 7. Second down and goal to go here for Azle Christian.
I think the Wasp exception might have been our last little guy at the Riders field. He was very nice.
Yeah.
We were kind of trying to kick him out.
Yeah.
He was a fighter.
Yeah, he thought he was okay to be there, but he's not.
Sack.
Oh, almost a sack. Almost another sack. Pass complete out, and I'll say incomplete. Oh, my goodness. Jackson Durham almost got sacked twice there. Seth Flowers and Ken Smith were in there on the play. He got it out to Gage Anderson, who nearly caught it, but the ball sorted out of his hands and fell to the ground incomplete. And brings up 3rd down and goal here with 14 seconds to go for the Valor Knights.
Yeah, that quarterback.
That's on defense.
That quarterback's evaded several sacks. Just when you think he's going down, he lets one go and gets some kind of play out of it. Yeah,
I was trying to put our way down here, and he was saying the quarterback, not the fastest guy in the world, but he is strong. He got some sacks. Looks like we've got a flag here and a false start potentially on the Crusaders.
Yeah, looks like walking back.
Yep, so that'll make 3rd down a bit longer here. 3rd down and goal from the 11 rather than 3rd down and goal from the 6. So the Knights unit will attempt to get a stop here. That's what they're looking to do. 3rd down and goal from the 11. Here's Snap Durham takes it, steps up, avoids a sack, and fires to the end zone where it is caught. And it's a touchdown for Gavin Montez. So ultimately, right at the end of the half, the Azle Christian Crusaders cut into the lead, rather, I should say. The score now 42-19 here in this one. So Azle Christian adds on the touchdown in the back of the end zone at the end of the half. And they will, looks like they will attempt to go for 1 here. They will line up in a regular formation. Traditional 2-point conversion, but it's only worth 1 and 6, and because the kick is worth 2. Pass to Rollins. Rollins lunges, and he is short of the pylon. The 1-point attempt is no good for the Knights, or rather for the Crusaders, I should say. Valor has the 42-19 lead. Azle Christian, they're trying to get another point, a falling touchdown, but they fall short of doing so. So it'll be a kickoff here for Azle Christian. We'll see if the Knights try to return it, or if they try to score on the final play of halftime, or before the half, or if they just like to kneel and then take it into the break.
I think
Coach Bird's been aggressive. We'll see what they like to do on the kickoff. The Knights unit is pretty explosive on kickoff turns. Luke back deep, Duke and James. We've also seen return kicks at various points this year for touchdowns. So they'll cook out something good. And then on offense, we'll see what they do if the kickoff is not returned for 6. Jackson Durham, quarterback for Azle Christian, is set to kick it off for him. Got him, Montez, Preston Dixon. Looks like they've also got J.T. Smith, and then. So maybe Gage Anderson out there along with J.R. Sparks. So some freshmen out there, especially there for the Crusaders. Here's the squib kick. It's fielded by Duke. He will take a knee there, and we'll see now if the Knights will like to kneel it out,
there he goes.
or if they will just try to, or if they'll try to add on right before the half. Like Coach Bird huddling with his offense. You would think they were going to kneel it. He wouldn't huddle there and talk to him as much. So we'll see if Coach Bird likes to try and take a shot deep here with this play. As it's Bear, Aiden, James, Connor, Bennett, and Bear, Duke out there on offense.
If you get lucky, you might get a second out of this, but it's probably just going to end up being a 1 Hail Mary pass.
Yep, we will see. Knights have been able to break some tackles throughout the year. They've been good after the catch. They will run a play. Here's a comeback to Duke. He pitches it to James. Now James will try and run for it, and he's going to be tackled there. And so I'll try to do a little hook and ladder play there, but it falls short of the end zone tackle, just about 5 yards past midfield, and that will take us to halftime. We are at halftime. A 15-minute halftime coming up. 42-19 is the score. Valor Knights have the lead, and we will restart the entire broadcast. So we'll say at 4:20, try to reload the broadcast, and we will hopefully be live without technical difficulties. Is when we will hope to restart. So we'll restart. This broadcast will end, and then hopefully we will have a new one